Barrett, thanks for coming back in today. It's good to see you again. Have you been?
I've been good. Chandler's well and whatnot, and we just got back from vacation. It was great.
Awesome, man. That's good. What were you guys out of town for?
Chandler's birthday.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Where'd you guys go?
Grand Cayman. It was fun.
Sweet. You a beach guy?
No, hate the beach.
So it was her vacation.
Yeah.
Good deal. So, what do you remember from our last conversation?
Just, I know that we really focused on the need for life insurance, and I'm very, very much bought in. I know we need life insurance. We don't have any, so here to get that taken care of today.
Sounds good. Yeah, so what we want to do today is, first and foremost, get a number. First thing we got to do is say, how much do we need? From there, we'll flesh out the details of how we're going to do it. As far as getting that number from a math standpoint, there's 3 ways we can do it. First of which is we can just go with a general rule of thumb. Second of which is run through a life needs analysis. And the third is we can plug a bunch of numbers into our software. Normally recommend the needs analysis just because we can do it right in front of you and you can see how we're going through the process. So that's what I'd recommend. What are your thoughts there?
You're the expert guy, so whatever you
needs
recommend.
Analysis
yep,
it is.
Needs analysis.
Okay, good deal. So as we're going through this, keep in mind this is what math is going to tell us. When we get to the bottom, that's the number that is statistically what you need. Our goal at the end of this sheet is to get a number that you're bought into, whether it's the number at the end of this paper or if it's something else. We can flesh that out at the end. Does that all make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So, what do you and Chandler make on an annual basis?
So I make about $150,000 a year, and she makes about $60,000.
Okay, got it. And what does she do?
She works in wine,
Nice.
just being hot and selling wine.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it must be.
Okay, so if something were to happen to, you or Chandler, we normally say the surviving spouse would need anywhere between 70 and 80% of income. Have you guys had a conversation about how much you would think that you'd need to live off
She's
of?
definitely gonna need 80%, probably closer to 90, but
Okay.
we'll stick with 80 for today.
So 80% of 210 is about $170,000.
Yeah,
Is
she
that-
might even
what
need
do you-
more. But let's
What do we want to use?
let's
the
use
number?
170.
Okay.
We'll stick with 170. We can adjust it at the end if necessary.
Okay, that sounds good. She's a big shopper, or?
All she ever does.
Okay, good deal. And then, as far as Social Security goes, what's your philosophy on Social Security?
It's not gonna be around
Okay.
by the time I need it, so we can just leave that
You want to
out.
leave it out? Okay, that sounds good. What makes you say it's not going to be around?
Because there's more people retiring today per capita than there are people entering in the workforce. It's not sustainable.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you pay attention to that stuff. Are you you pay attention to the markets much or anything like that, or
Yeah, occasionally.
occasionally?
Yeah, occasionally.
Okay. So what's going to happen is, from an income protection standpoint, if you were to pass away, Chandler's going to come to me and say, hey, Johnny, I need to live off this for the rest of my life, and I need $170,000 every year. I make 60, so you can do the math there. But what I'm going to tell her is, great. Whatever amount is on that check, I can reasonably spin off 5% of that per year, and you're never going to run out of money. Does that make sense how I explained it? Okay. What's your thoughts on 5%?
You might want to bump that up to 6 because, that girl spends money like it grows on trees.
So the lower the percentage, the more you're going to need.
Okay. Bump it down to
So
4 then.
okay,
yeah,
bump it down?
Bump it down to 4.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So talk to me about how your family's traditionally handled funeral expenses?
Huge.
Okay.
Huge. That's all I can say. Huge.
Okay.
We're talking
you have a number in mind?
$50K at least.
Okay.
Big celebration of life. It's almost as big as our weddings.
Okay. Is that what we want to plan for you and Chandler?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Gotcha. And then as far as emergency funds go, you guys have a savings account that you'd be comfortable having her spend down in the event that something happened to you? Or
I mean, she doesn't contribute to it, so I'm sure if she found it, she'd spend it.
So
for
do
me,
we need to put a little protection on the emergency fund?
Yeah, it's at 25 now. Let's put 25,000 down for that.
Okay. Sounds good. And then you guys have any kiddos at home or on the way?
Yeah, we have 4 kids at home.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. What's the end goal? How many do you want?
4.
4, so you guys are done?
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. And what's your philosophy on education? What are you planning
We
on?
both had our education paid for.
Okay. Is that what you want to have happen for them?
And I'm comfortable spending $100,000 total for each
Per kid?
kid. Yep.
Okay, got it. So you'd like for them to be able to go to an in-state school?
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. So $100,000 per kid is $400,000. Do you guys have anything set aside thus far?
Yeah, we've got about 50 saved for each kid, so you can cut that in half
Okay.
to 200.
Got it. Good for you guys. You guys are on a good roll to have that paid for, whether you're here or not. And then you guys own a home.
Yeah, we got about 180,000 left on the mortgage.
Nice. What did it start at?
350. It's just ridiculous.
Well, you guys are paying it down. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. And then what other debts are outstanding?
I mean, her credit card is like 10,000.
You guys paying that off every month, or?
Yeah, I just pay it off at the end of the month. So
So it's not really.
Yeah,
not
you
really
can leave that out.
Okay. All right, got it. And then lastly is what other liquid assets do you have out there that you'd be comfortable with Chandler spending down?
I've got 70,000 in investments that she's the beneficiary on, so
Okay.
you can include that.
Got it. Sounds good. And then, do you have any existing life insurance policies outside of work, or?
I've got 50,000 through work, and she's got 70,000 through work.
Okay. And if you were to change jobs, go somewhere else, and same question to her, would that coverage follow you, go away?
I don't think it would.
Okay.
Mhm.
So do we want to count that 50,000 in there, or?
Let's go ahead and count it because I'm not leaving my job anytime soon.
All right, that sounds good. Yeah, it's a pretty small number, so it's not a huge differentiator. Alrighty. I'm gonna do a little bit of math here, and I'll have this ready for you in a second here. What are you and Chandler up to this weekend?
Whole lot of nothing, just trying to relax and just chill out.
Trying to relax after all the vacationing.
Oh yeah.
You said you've got a birthday coming up for your mom too, or?
Yep, I do indeed. It was yesterday, or it was Monday, and gonna take her to Napa next week, so gonna get back on the drinking train.
Nice. Okay, so what the numbers are telling me is, something happens to you, you're gonna need about $3 million in coverage. Something happens to Chandler, she needs about $1 million in coverage. How do those numbers sound to you?
Sounds spot on, actually. Sounds exactly correct.
Okay, good deal. And as I mentioned, when we're going through this, this is math. We want to get a number that you're bought into at the end of the day. So if 3 and 1 are those numbers, great. But what are your thoughts? They sound spot on still?
still sounds spot on. She's
Okay.
definitely gonna need $3 million if I pass away, for sure.
Okay, good deal. Is $3 million enough?
Probably not, to be quite honest with you.
What would make you comfortable?
Probably around 5.
Okay. And then, I guess same question the other way around. Is $1 million enough for you?
Million's enough for me. I'm a simple man. I just go to Michigan football games. $1 million's enough to make sure I'm at all my sporting events for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
That's how I'll grieve.
So if something happens to Chandler, you about half the bills are definitely going to be.
Oh, just gone, just vanished.
All right, sweet. Well, we've got some numbers that we're bought into here. Then, what do you know about the different types of life insurance?
Fuck all.
Sounds good.
Yeah.